Olori Ronke is beginning to, regret at this point, and she is saying a whole lot of things. And out of all that Ronke is saying, at some point it makes sense, but at some point one might not add it up at all, because if you want to sum up the whole things Ronke is saying now, you would not make sense, a lot of sense out of it, if you have known all that Ronke have done over time. If you have followed this matter, you have been on the matter, you would get to understand that all that Ronke has to say to us now, and even the Oni in general, it is not making sense. Now, why am I emphasizing this thing over and over again? Because Ronke, being the first wife in the palace, she did not live by example. Ronke did not portray any single characteristics or example that any Olori would follow. Rather, Miriam, who came to join Ronke in the palace, became an apprentice to Ronke's evil achievement. If today we hear of any Babalawo, it's Miriam and Ronke. This we hear today is Ronke and Miriam. So at some point, it is beginning to be like she fueled the bad character into all the Oluris that were coming into the palace. Yes, because when Toby started feeling that she needs to have a listening, only needs to give her a listening ear, the person who, sharply reached out to her that I know a Babalawo, I will take you to that Babalawo, is still Olori Ronke. So at this point, all that Ronke is trying to tell us, it is not really, really making sense. But right now you'll be wondering, what has Olori Ronke said that it is beginning to warrant all of these things. So Ronke has come out, and this time around, she's beginning to feel quite remorseful about the role she has played in the existence of the palace, because apparently she's the first wife the only married and brought into that palace. And no matter what happens, Ronke ought to be consulted on so many things, but she said she had a chance to right some wrong, she had a chance to live right, she had a chance of all to do a lot of things, but she failed woefully. And right now, Ronke cannot just come out to take the blame over something like that without blaming someone. But now Ronke is beginning to say that most of these things happen as a result of the further wives that only brought into the palace. And the question everybody is asking, that by further wives you mean Miriam, because she has become your partner in crime. Miriam has become Olori Aderonke's partner in moving around from one Babalawo to another. There is no Babalawo that these two have not visited. There is absolutely no Babalawo that these two human beings have not gone to, simply because of Olori Naomi. So as it stands right now, the question now remains: is it the Miriam you mean? Because from all that we have been following, no Olori came into the palace and told you that, and wanted to fight your place as an Olori, as the first wife with you. No Olori came into the palace to do that. But she herself, she downgraded herself. She talked down herself before this woman, down to a point where she got involved with Miriam of all people. And look at those times that Miriam used her as a scapegoat to do whatsoever it is she wanted. It was so bad. It was so bad. But at the end of the day, what are we going to say? Nothing. There is absolutely nothing that we can say about all of these things, because at the end of it all, Olori Aderonke now has come out to tell us that she failed in one way or the other, and she did not rule as the first wife as she ought to rule. But where all of these things went bad was that moment where Olori Aderonke felt pressured within, and she conceived the idea of her faking her pregnancy. We have always stated it very clear. When it comes to Olori Aderonke, she ruined things for herself. Faking your pregnancy would not bring anything within forth for you. That is the part she didn't know. But Olori Aderonke rather chose to fake her pregnancy. And what she did was that she went ahead to tell the Oni that she's pregnant. And for a first wife, she told the Olori Aderonke she's pregnant. She told the Oni she's pregnant, and the Oni was very happy. The Oni celebrated with her. They jubilated. They did every single thing they felt they could do. But when it was time Olori Aderonke said she had a miscarriage. Fine and good. The one he doesn't bite, he doesn't kill. Neither will he judge you for having a miscarriage. So the only overlooked it. He told her, okay, it's fine. You had a miscarriage. I won't judge you for having a miscarriage. But much later, it revealed that she had no scan. There was no scan in the hospital. There was no pregnancy. And it became so disrespectful. It became so bad. So as time progressed, every single thing happened. It became a written evidence and a fact that Olori Aderonke herself doesn't know her place as the first wife. And today she has come out to tell us a lot of things. And if people choose to drag her for it, they will say people are being inconsiderate. But at the end of the day, Olori Aderonke, she has caused this all by herself. She has caused this all by herself. Because this woman, even if she was calm, she should have been the most respected person in the palace. If only Ronke could calm down for a second, Ronke would have been the most amazing person that every Olori, including all of this side chick, would want to go bow before her. Okay, now look at when Iyalaje Odua commanded people to, bow before her. She felt bad because what these are things that Ronke ought to do. These are things that she can speak forth. Chose a different path altogether, and today Olori Aderonke is out here, crying, saying a lot of things that she failed. She's beginning to feel remorseful, but you know that Olori Aderonke is just one person who cannot take the fall just like that. Even at that, she's still finding people to blame for whatsoever is happening to her life. So my people, at the end of the day, now so this matter can't take be. Olori Aderonke would never learn. No matter what happens, this woman would never learn. And as long as this matter continues, Olori Aderonke keeps being that one human being who completely lost her place in the palace. If they want to mention the structure of the palace, you will see Miriam to be even higher than Ronke. Yes, that's all the truth. You will see Miriam to be higher than Ronke, the same way Naomi seems to overshadow them all. That is it, because what, she did not respect herself for others to follow. She did not give them any reason to respect her. It was just Ronke there, nothing more attached to it. My people, at the end of the day, this matter, we go see the end. Oh yes, we go see the end now that she has finally realized that she did not play her role as the first wife perfectly. We pray she realize a lot of things that she has done as well. But as the matter they take go, you sef you no go like miss out on any single thing. So if you never subscribe, hit the subscribe button. You see that bell way there by the side, ring am. As any fresh gist they take drop on top this channel like so, you go be the first to hear am. Because wetin dey take happen inside the palace now, nobody go wan miss out.